So the for loop is executed as many times as there are number of elements in the sequence, because this variable x will be assigned each and every element of the sequence. So x will take the values of each and every elements in the sequence. So the for loop will be executed as many times as there are number of elements in the sequence. Sequence ki element khudimak se one by one x sum hapchalakadoine ba ko aduna sequence da laiba element masing duga manana for loop se run tawone. Sequence da element tara yarogadi for loop se x na 10 different values to man assume tawani aduga sigi statement se run tawani. Therefore the for statement will run 10 times if there are 10 elements in the sequence. So let us look at the next example. Same string, hello. Now n equal to len, 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 within bracket str. This len stands for the length of the string. This len is an inbuilt function. Python masamakti yaujaraku function ni mana kari hai. It determines the length of the string. What is the length of the string? The number of elements in the string. Length calculates the number of elements in the string. So there are how many elements? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements. So n equal to length of the string. So the value of n is 5. So find the number of characters in the string. See this statement. Then for I in range 5, n equal to a length of string diagram na n is 5. For I in range 5. So what is range 5? Range 5 will create an object which is of range type. Data type first class range 5 sina it will create an object. Object, it will create a sequence of numbers starting from 0 to n minus 1. It will create a sequence of numbers starting from 0 to n minus 1. So range 5 will create numbers starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 till 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 numbers. So because in Python, number index always starts from 0. For I in range n, range n range n is actually a sequence of numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for I in range, either first assign to 0 assign to. So first 0 will be assigned to I, then print string I, that is string 0, the 0th index of the string. What is the 0th index of the string? H. Not wrong. H is the 0th index. E is the first one index. E has index 1. L has index 2. Then second L has index 3. O has index 4. Not wrong. When I discussed that sequencing the index of where I give it sequence ID string or list or tuple or they can be indexed. So index kaiti hawi 0 di hawi. So H the first character is index 0. Second character ki index 1, third element ki index 2, fourth element ki index 3, fifth element ki index 4. So for I in range 5 this sequence has 5 numbers which are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So first of all 0 is I assigned to so I is 0. So print str 0. The 0th index of string will be H. H print or any so the end a space again. And let me run this again. Space so when I equals 0, H is printed. Next I equals 1, E is printed. I equals 3, L is printed. Sorry, 2, L is printed. I equals 3, the second L is printed. I equals 4, the last character O is printed. Aduna si range 4Z range season have do. So aduna si range to kari yawe hai ba range n hai ba sida. Range 5 hai ba sida kari yawa range 5 to kari yawi 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 yawi ko. There are 5 elements which are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. aduna sigi I sina ahambada 0 assume torani aduga string 0 index print torani next I sida 1 am hapsalani next string index 1 no print torani thangda I sida 2 mu hapani sim print torani kare ko aduna sigisina range sizinaraga character loina mu print toba sigisina range sizinadabida string masamak lauraga mathaki example jina range sizinadabida string masamak lauraga character kudimo print toba sigisina range sizinaraga adagi indexing sizinaraga string gi elements in loina mu print toba ko mogi output loin chamana ni ko ene sidida n haiba sigi n gi attributes haptabagi sina new line the printer ini ko ani sida n attribute hapsalagadi sisu single line the printer ko. Okay, clear all drawings, spotlight. So this is again fine. Next time we are see select the cell output clear. So sige khoi hosik run tau khre si hello phang khre sige mu khoi run tau khre so hello phang khre. Now let us look at the next program. What does this next program do? To display odd numbers between 1 and 10. To display odd numbers between 1 and 10. Doitari, for I in range, starting number is 1, and then the ending number is 10. The step size is 2. So range 1 to 10, starting number 1, ending number 10, step size is 2. Doitari range the kari gawani. This range object, this range 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 1, 10, step 2. This means manguna kari yawi manguna yawi 1, 3,
1, 3, 5, 7,
9.
9.
So say the aduna sigi range the yawi 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Aduna for I in range harabanina 5 first I gi value kari orani 1 orani ko. So first of all I, the variable I will be assigned the value 1. 1 hapani aduga sig statement je execute torani sina kai haino print I print to haiba. So it will print 1. Adagi space am pirani next am kai dorani sigi loops tam halani ko sigi loops tam lani I in haiga second jam 3 jam I da hapani print amu torani aduna 1 print tore 3 print tore mathang the 5 se amu I da hapsalani I jam print torani aduna 1 3 5 7 9 je 1 by 1 sigi statement je print torani. So we are printing all the odd numbers from 1 to 10. Then we run this cell and we'll see the output. Gareko, this is fine. This is straightforward. So the complications came out there. Let us look at the next program. Next program is for I in range. This is the starting number 10. This is the ending number 0. This is the step size -1. So range 10, 0, -1. So the range the karika yawani. Range what are the numbers? So
10.
Range 10, 0, -1 have got. So 10 yaure,
9,
8,
8,
7,
7, 6,
4,
5, 4, 2,
1. 0 yaukidra.
1. Yeah,
Hence the last number is the yaudabani ko. Last number and see ending number is the yaudabani. Beginning number start yaubani ending number yaudabani range the ko. So the numbers are 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aduna I say the 5 first let you assign 10 to I. I is 10 hapsale print I tore. Next time I then 9 hapsale print I am tore. Adu this output kai tani hairo. When I run this cell, what will be the output?
10, 9. 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1.
Natra. Let us run this. 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. Then a range numbers in J. Starting from left, moving towards right. One by one. Left. Start from the left. Left. You start with the index 0. Index 0 level element. So starting with the first element, you assign that first element to I, then execute the statement. Next second element to I statement execute next third element to I statement execute and so on until you come to the last element and the loop ends. Aduna for loops is sequence apply to them for loops is sequence apply to whenever. Next time we see, let me clear this. Okay. So next time we see, word list equal to the first element is this, second element is, third element is DMU, fourth element is integer 2020. The first three elements are strings. The fourth element is an integer 2020. Okay, so the for word in word list print word and sidana list niko ngasagi akoina sida mamangda discuss togibajune string niko sige hello thaise hello sida akoina discuss togibajune string ni sida akoina discuss togibajune range ni. Now what are we discussing? We are discussing a list. For word in word list print word. So word having mahuta akoin asagi dumana I adum having kisukai teko I. For I in word list print I have a variable names. My variable name can be any name, but it cannot be a keyword. Keyword keyword nataba koina hanatam keyword nataba variable name the kari ayaballai have do character na hobi number na hobi de ka have do I is letter na hore I is variable name hobi ko aduna for I in word list print I have never. Sige output karitani. What is the first element of the list?
This.
This.
Quotation this.
Quotation this natra. Aduna ihan hamada I jida this side of a string never. And then that string will be printed. This will print or never. Next is side of a second element say I the hapsalani. Then print I. It will be printed. Next third element to among I the hapsalani. Print or any. So let me run this cell. So this is DMU. Print command piragadi string quotation to tholok tabani ko hanazu dum khoi ugre ko print command piragadi string quotation mark tholoi ko aduna ai string ama print ki input oina pisan bi output to the ai kari type ko heba hanan hai do print ki output se kari type ko heba none type none type oi aduna string kanogi string ki code chaw oi ko print ki input to string pisan bi or output to the none type on tholokani. So this is DMU 2020. I should DMU gi matung the comma am pa magadi ai kakrai the comma hapani. If I want a comma here,
DMU loga do string manungda
so comma hapa natra chuma this is DMU haiga a run torani. This is DMU haiga comma hapaga 2020 la yare ko ayani ko. This is straightforward. Lam ka handlu banate pura straightforward ni ko some logical sequence student kan lore ko. Next list. I define a new list, and what are the elements of the list? The elements of the list are integers starting from 11 to 20. 11 to 20. Next sum equal to 0 hape. Sum equal to 0 thame initialize sum to 0. Next for I in list print I is display the elements from the list. Aduragi sum plus equal to hai kaino sum equal to sum plus I have natra sum plus hai incremento plus equal to have gido koina han igidai ne what is the meaning of plus equal to say the a plus equal to b higher the magi meaning is kaino a equal to a plus b
plus
having
b.
ko a equal to a plus b having so say the sum plus equal to I had sum equal to sum plus I have ko aduna sigi loop se loire kanda ultimately sum je print to have aduri sigi program sigi aim ji kaino what is this program doing this program is adding all the numbers in the list your number kudi maxima loina add option bane aduna sum ji sum equal to 0 se initialize to bose sigi step si am important is sigi je aya mana call bani ko karigino haibda ai sida sum equal to 0 haiba initialize to the vida aina sum plus equal to I hai taragadi sum equal to sum plus I haina piri ni ko sum je hana define to haudragadi akoina han error tholai hai gibdo ninjangra sida mathakta sigi page gi mathakta ai lakhi ko sida sida ngo so the x equal to 5 x equal to 3 x hana define to gre therefore x equal to x plus 1 update to ya ko a have a put ama define to the vida a equal to a plus 1 and hiraga aina si run to bu kari tholokani hai bana han hai gibda a is ai mathakta amta define to gi deb ko a is value am p3 e hoju khawa a equal to a plus 1 haijal leba aduri si right hand side se hana calculate tawna bu hona rakda a gi value is ma thirakane ba ado a gi value de mamang da amta p gi dabina a gi value phangaroi ba phangradi this will when you run this program it will give you an error oh sida a je ai makhada ama makhada a gi value p gre aduna ni sorry sida a je 4 p gre adik take no mayam p gre aduna a na tabida atopa ma hayase say for example a na tabida u hajalaje u equal to u plus 1 u have numbers dekho am tabu sina drive ko u have say u equal to u plus 1 print u haru kanda ai u ji hana define value am ta p3 banina say run to boda kari tolokani error tolokane this is error because the name u is not defined correct ko aduna sigi error ji thok tana ba akoi hojiki program da sum equal to 0 hana idabya yaroeba in this program we should first initialize sum equal to 0 hana initialize tawdaba yaroeba sum equal to 0 hana initialize tawrani then sigi for loop sigi manungda sum equal to sum plus I and ev yari neba si initialize tawbuji kawya de ko it's important ne so sum equal to 0 thame for I in the list aduna list la riba elements ji sigi value ji I is na 1 by 1 sum assume tawrani so quite first I will be 11 print I 11 print tawrani and next sum sai 0 to the 11 tinjalani so the new value of sum will be 11 then I come back to the for loop I is 12 amu orani 12 amu print tawrani and sai sum ji value 11 like to the 12 amu tinjalani so 11 plus 12 next amuk 11 plus 12 plus 13 next amuk 11 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 and so on until all the elements are exhausted ko aduna ultimately tarakadu isi samjik kai tarakani 11 dagina 20 bhaw gi tension na tarakani so let me run this program and you will see 11 12 13 14 sigi 11 12 13 14 mayam tholo is kai tholokona sigi print statement tholokoni ko print statement sigi tholokoni sini matang lagi sini aduga sum equal to aduga sigi print sum equal to sum sigi last sitam sum equal to 155 sina sili tholokane ado ai sida sigi same line da leksale ado egadi ai pamdre same line da leiba pamdre ai new line da thamba pame haigadi ai sida new line ama hapsala jeba ko aduga run tawra seba yaro yenga seba now sum will be in new line backslash n haigadi new line haigim ni haiga do sum equal to 155 So the elements in this print to one is the high print on the bujai. So sigi part I print holo hai kadoni I see comment to toni has some absolutely has some absolutely comment to hide that. Oh, has some absolutely comment to honey. So sigi 11 begin 20 will print the reset when I run this. We will straight away print the sum. Oh, let me remove the hash again. Hash some log again. So already print when I run this, all the numbers will be printed. So this is how we take the sum of all the elements in a list. List the element kudimaki sums minus to vi. This is a new program which tells us to count the number of times the letter A appears in a string. A haiba alphabet se a string amada kayarak repeat toroga yauge habidusu we yengba yai program ama toroga yam lina. For example, we start with the string banana. So banana haiba string ji. Now it is assigned to the variable word. Aduna word kari yaure banana haiba string ji yaure ko. Then next count equal to 0. So initialize to kibudo count equal to 0 because we are going to increase the value of count by 1. Initialize count equal to 0. For letter in word, letters I or J I for I in word. For I in word, for I in word, for I in word, you execute these two statements. Then on word first I is B or any. The next statement is I equal to A? No. B di A manade adorani sigi if statement jesi execute toroi sigi false tarabanina for loop amu hakalani matangda A je amu I da hapsalani. If I is equal to A, I A manaraba yes true tare adori count to amahengalo count equal to count plus 1. Then next the for loop tamulani n da hapani I is n amu rani for I is n amu hapani n ga a ga manabra false adu idi si count se hingalaroi ko aduna I is ga a ga manarakanda count se hingalo haiba adi a masing thiu haibani na we want to count how many times the letter A appears. So we should put the condition I is equal to A. Is I equal to A? Have a condition thumbnail. Suppose I want to count the number of n. N you in a machine tuning ever. The IC program is very change only. Instead of A, I want to count the number of n's.
N sensor A what?
If I is equal to character n. See how many ka? Aduga C program is run already. N is kya yawi banana da ani yawi ka. So let me run this. The output is 2. A machine tuning gonna let me change n to A. Then and let me run this program. It will give you 3. 3. Aduna ang sa give the I inwards I having mota letter. I will kasu kaide. I have a variable ji aina for letter. What has a letter me amna pulaga same mani dana ko. Aduna I having mota aina letter and has kasu kaide. Aduna sigi variable names di oningbo name oisan over kasu kaide. For loop sigi magi function do letter hong balai go eba ko. Adu letter iragan hena meaningful su oidana ko. What si letter me amna pulaga same mani na. Aduni ko. Slede adudagi if the else if this condition is satisfied, then you execute this statement, else you execute another statement. Aduna if statement the else is never tamgre ado loop the for the else is never while the else is never for the else is never while the else is never if the not aduna yengo. So the else clause on loops. For loop kumba, while loop kumba does else is na bi. Loop statements may have an else clause. Loop statements in else clause bi. It is executed when the loop terminates through exhaustion of the list. I for have say list ki for loop tadi list ki element me amsi ai variables na one by one assume toraga loina mak execute torani ka sequence the yauriba element kudimak loina mak execute to loi matungda ai ngai else statement like targadi else statement do amuk execute torakaneba aduni go haija else is executed when the loop terminates through the exhaustion of the list so for loop ki aduga when the condition becomes false while loop tana condition is false or matamda else statement execute toropu yaya adubu loop si the break statement am sinaraga break to gitari else to the execute toraro ko aduna for the else karam kan execute torkani magi ngai sequence loina mak sinabul loire kanda else statement je execute torkani while the karam matamda execute torkani magi ngai boolean condition do false kore kanda else execute torkani aduga break statement am sinaraga di else execute torko hai yare ko aduna si koi last example ji yengasi koi last example ji this is a program to search for prime numbers in a given range amagi manungda you search for how many prime numbers are there say for example I should have for n in range 2, 10 I can know numbers starting from 2 dagina 9 phawa yare ko 2, 10 harabina sig range sig manungda 2 dagi hawrani aduga magi last number 10 dagi yauroi ko 2 dagi 9 phawa manungda laiba prime number mayam do adu loinamak search tawgadoine ko si program sina adu orgadi sigi range 2 to 10 sihana khanarasi so range 2 to 10 the range range first number 2 last number 10 ado di mangonda kai yaurani 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 phau yaurani ko aduna for n in range 2 to 10 habasidi kai ga manai range goes the numbers go from 2 to 9 silere adudagi amuk for x in range 2 to n aduna range anirak seasonare ko aduna ekoi one by one yengasi kwai mathaki for n in range 2 to 10 jahana khanara jeba ko aduna ihan hamada when the first value n will take is n equal to 2 sigi 2 jahan lawani ko so n equal to 2 lawani sigi kwai ahanbada dikailani for x is x in range 2 to 2 2 dagi 2 bo haibadi range da element yaukidra yawaroi 2 to 2 haigadi there will be no element so this will not be executed so for loop se execute toroi ado idi kaitore mathangi statement la ani print n is a prime number 2 is a prime number print torani yare ko sini ko azikib do yan ta hobra ta hodra ba
Taisha.
tai ko phai ihan hamada n ki value is 2 oidune ba natro phai first n ki value is 2 oidune ba ko aduna Theta aduna for n in range 2 to 10 happens the first value of n is 2 oidune ba aduna sigi second for loop se lakpa kanda for x in range 2 2 have never go range 2 2 have the empty never it is an empty range because sigi one number is range yauroi haidana ko aduna range 2 2 have it is an empty never empty harabina for loop se execute toroi ba manungi ani suba ko inner loop se execute toroi aduna for loop se execute tawdrabanina magi else part se laane ba for loop se either execute tawdaba natraga tawba loigiba adu orgadi else part se laani aduna print n kya hoigina 2 is a prime number print or ane ba yare ko adudagidi next time yengasi next x se mu 2 hoigibdu sorry n jin 2 hoigibdu lore next n equal to 3 umla ani ko next n equal to 3 la ani adoidi manungi for loop se mu yengo for x in range 2 to 3 adudi range 2, 3 di kaino it has only one value that is 2 2 kitani ko aduna if n percentage x is equal to 0 haiba n jina 3 ni x jina 2 ni 3 de 2 ni divide to with 0 tabra tade remainder 0 tade ko hadi 3 is not divisible by 2 aduna sigi condition je false ore si condition je false ore mina sigi statement ani je execute tawroi yare ko adulagi di sigi loop sigi makata ba x na te lobu ya value ate lai libra laitre x can take only the value 2 adu di magi hojiki me am du loi gre kaidala ani else tamla ani print 3 is a prime number where ko stang sing hai give do exhaustion of the list of the else la pe have do aduna sigi else karigino sigi manung dalai for loop sigi neba sigi for loop sigi manung dalai inner for loop se exhaust toroga di else la o hai neba kai ko aduna x na 3 orega su sigi else loop se dala ani 3 is a prime number la neba aduna sigi amu lore adudagi next am kari amu la ani next ta sinamu 4 n equal to 4 amu orani ko n equal to 4 orani adudagi this is the 4x in range 2, 4 aduri magi value kai lere x can take value 2 and 3 ko adudi if n is equal to 4 is divisible by 2 if 4 is divisible by 2 the answer is yes so divisibility check to have the 4 divided by 2 remainder 0 ta neba adudi is true already say n equals n equals 4 equals 2 into 2 harani break to harani else run to break to kodi else run to hai give do aduna se kai la ani hum subda 4 equals 2 into 2 la ani aduna sigi ji ai run nam tung toge sigi cell jam tung run toge aduga noi sigi output tu yengo ko run nare ko aduni ko hojiki do 4 equals 2 into 2 silai re ko hojiki do next am kai la ani 5 la ani ko aduna next n equals 5 4 lore 5 la ani aduni 4x in range 2, 5 2, 3 and 4 if 5 is divisible by 2, 3 and 4 5 2, 3, 4 divide to yabra amat yade adoi si condition je false lo oirani aduna si ani je execute toroi else tamula ani 5 is a prime number print tor ane so n jina kaidagi hoba 2, 3, 4 5 6 7 8 9 box sum chapra kanda sigi condition jing hanjan check to bani aduga hariba sing adugi matung ina sigi output sing je phangane silan phangane ko kare ko aduna akoi 2 dagi na 10 bok di khange 2 dagi na 10 bok ki koi sidal dai gre yamna 2 dagi na 10 bok ki koi yam straight forward oi yam lai adu akoi na 100 dagi na 200 phuki manung da prime number kam lege ying ning adi yadro if I want to check the numbers the prime numbers between 100 and 200 ai sigi program je kari change to bani 100 dagi na 200 phuki manung da prime numbers sing do ai thining aba adu di ai
Hence, n gi.
do ba
First ki range sense story.
range I'll change the range from
200
100 to 201 natra 201 200 masamag yon gi haiga di natra ado sit of kanda sideng mamangi program run to give kanda prime number nata 4 zu 2 into 2 6 to 2 into 3 8 to 2 into 4 9 to 3 to 3 prime number nata was to print to idena ko prime number nata was to print to haloi gi haiga di ai kari change to ni si programs da
if n modulo divide n modulo x is equal to 0 ki print ki saruk se
print se
loko
comment to se ba he sabsala se ba he sabsale ko aduna lokthok pa haise noi na yari gi program kakkano ba ko he sabsalo ba he sabpa ko lokthok ko samana re ko adu ore gadi sil lokthok ki ko samana re so let me run this program and let me see how many prime numbers are there between 100 and 200. Let me run this. So mayam thole ko 101 is a prime number, 103 is a prime number, 107, 109, 113. Yamadra mayam thole ko. So masing thian gi haragadi prime number kya lei masing thian gi haragadi ai kawaina masing thian bi ai.
Mangda count amma piramani.
Five gi matak sida count amma haba count equal to 0 haraba. Natra count equal to 0 haraba. Adu sigi else sida count equal to count plus 1 haba.
Count plus 1.
Count equal to count plus 1 haragadi ai masing thirani ko. Ni ko. Aduna sigidi sam bani aduna programming hai jam lu banati ba. Logic to apply to have done ever. Akhoi logic to apply to aduga aina program ji ahan run to buda answer ta dare error to ena noi ta to no program ji ahan run to buda answer ta ba haji yam rare case ne ba mi khudi mo yam hai ba programmer phaw buda my program ji ahan run to buda sorry ne ba aduna program hai basidi aina run to ga debug to ba do debug adi kari part sorry no ka do bagi no program run to du ji ado hanjan yenga ga aina asoi bu thi bu ne ba asoi bu thi bu ne ba
sir equal to ni yaw sir
ha
equal to ni yaw sir amatang oibaga mana da sir sise amatang orju yagadra equal to sign ois
ani oise n modulo division x equal to 0 je sira
sir sise amatang oibadi kai kai ge yagadra
assignment ne amatang oibadi assignment ne test to na te sigi je remainder 0 ko mana bra na hangi ne ko ko aduna is the remainder equal to 0 have neba aduri cd akoina han tam gi to boolean operator do ani yogi to ama khitang origadi assignment operator neba test ogidi ani yogi dam neba true or false ta han gi hargadi ani yogi dam neba ko like ko boolean operator gi do true or false ta gi hargadi there should be two equal to statements two equal to signs ama khitang origadi assignment aduna aina condition test ogidi matam chupada ani legedaba do we do han koi operators reach the operators and expressions hangdora ge ko operators and expressions hangda zu matam changi akoi gi minute amaga makhai da ngaire ko kasu kai de koi discussion to bujina kana ga doini to sida ama khaktang oragadi assignment operator ni ko adudagi di sida comparison operator haga da inside boolean operator haga comparison operator da ani yorgadi if the values of the two operands are equal the condition becomes true aduna relational operators or comparison operator compare to tawineba ani yorgi entare ko ani yorgi compare tawini manaraka true ta doini manaraka false ta ga doini aduna aigi sigi loop se operate tawgi haidi true condition da loop se operate tawneba ko false condition da aigi loop se operate tawroeba ko the if statement is true condition da execute tawguni false condition da execute tawroeba aduni da herni ko adudi ngasi gidi minute ama phadre adum faida lotion ba yare adu hayeng di sunday ni na hayeng di potharo narangi topic khara pi hibu loi masen genero kana kana na kari taw ge do aduga monday ni mutam tawro same timing da ko
Yaisa.
Aduh ngerang sama nanti phone tawra male ayu call back tawge pura kaure friend wali sana
Ya.
ya bo
Ya